What's up, YouTube? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, I wanted to make this video, and it's about what's homeboy name? Choke No Joke. Alright? So, we got Choke No Joke. I guess he called himself mad at Suge Knight, right? I guess him and Suge been having private conversations, and he showing Suge all the videos when Reggie was talking about him. So, Suge was able to put two and two together about that night with Tupac, right? To me, what I don't understand is how Reggie Wright Jr. is not in jail. People already done came out and said he disarmed the security guards. And then the only one that had his gun that wouldn't give his gun up, allegedly he sent him to 662. I guess to make sure it was nobody to shoot back, in my opinion. And so the moral of this story is, I used to watch Choke No Joke videos until I found out that you supposed to be cool with somebody and you secretly recording y'all conversations. So the only person that I see do stuff like that is a scarred woman. A woman who been hurt. So my thing is, right? Choke got to be, about 51, 52, 53, 54. One of them. Don't know his age. And I don't recall grown men doing shit like this, right? Not no OG. At that age, you OG. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't got no snitch allegations in the streets, right? But you got people saying Choke got somebody 25 years. So now we see where the girlish shit come from. Allegedly. He sent somebody to jail for 25 years. All right. So, I don't understand how Reggie Wright Jr. and Choke No Joke call each other snitches. Reggie Wright Jr. then said out his mouth that he done told on people, like crooked mayors and people he don't like. So, he kept it 100, right? But, this thing with Choke, I guess is hearsay, she say shit, right? But the problem I have with Choke, you secretly record people. When you get mad at them, you start exposing the private conversations you and this other person have, right? And to me, man, that's some old sissified shit. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, Gene Deal, he a cool dude, right? He believe in what he believe in, and Choke believe in what he believe in. But now, I guess Choke No Joke mad at Suge because I guess he said he wrote a documentary. He was writing this movie about Suge's life, right? And they supposed to have been doing something together, but instead, he went with the white man. I guess they called him Carpethead or whatever the case may be. So, in my opinion, now, just like I called it weeks ago, I said, Choke No Joke gonna start exposing whatever him and Suge talked about. Now what he doing? He didn't turn to another Reggie Wright Jr. when it comes to Suge Knight. They all try to discredit what Suge say. I guess they trying to say he's lying about a lot of the stuff that he's saying, right? But I guess Suge come out and say they offered him $1 million. Corey Edwards and I guess this is his name, and Diddy, to get Suge to say Keefy D was not at that scene that night when Tupac got shot. So now you got Choke No Joke coming out saying he believed Tupac murder was all in-house. Death Row in-house, right? So now he trying to push Suge into the situation, in my opinion. He trying to say Suge done gave him a lot of red flags. And now, like I said, now he done turned to another Reggie Wright Jr. Everything Suge say. And to me, now, allegedly, Choke No Joke is getting paid to try to stop the slander of Diddy's name, to separate Diddy from this Tupac case. Just pay attention. Listen to it. You know, or he trying to gain him a spot of trust with Diddy, so if Diddy end up getting out, he can go say, Diddy, you see I was rolling with you. But at first, he was one of the same people, just like everybody else on this internet, eating Diddy's name alive. And at first, there wasn't nobody talking about Diddy but Gene and probably Jaguar Wright. You know, and then Choke was doing it too. But all of a sudden, before Diddy got locked up, he seen Diddy in Georgia somewhere. He went to some event Diddy had something going on with kids or about business opportunities and all this and that. Ever since then, he been swinging on Diddy nutsacks, in my opinion. You know, which in a way, I don't have a problem with it. I believe a man should get to have a trial where he have a fair chance. You innocent until proven guilty. But they made this man guilty before proven guilty or innocent, whatever the case was. But I hate to keep jumping subjects, but man, I'm gonna tell you something, Choke. You need to stop this shit, man. Cause me, man, you got some girlish ways, man. Every time you get mad at somebody or something don't go your way, you always want to try to slander the other person. And you see, he already said he finna make 10 or 15 different shows about the red flag Suge that gave him. Now he trying to say Reggie and Suge them forgave each other. But if he did, they grew up together, right? I wouldn't fuck with him, in my opinion, if I was Suge. Because this dude continuously been trying to set Suge up, allegedly. But why would you get mad because these two dudes communicating with each other? Suge ain't your boyfriend. Suge don't know you. Okay, y'all been talking for a year or two on the phone. But there's no loyalty in what you and Suge had going on. Because if it was, that them books and documentary that you was writing up, y'all would have still been doing business. But it was something about you that man probably didn't want to deal with you. So it pisses you off. But like I said, right? Allegedly, I believe Reggie Wright Jr. and Suge Knight got something on each other to the point that Suge would only say so much. And man, fuck that street shit. Man, if Pac your brother, everybody that's involved with this shit with Tupac, they done told on you, Suge. Whatever you done did, they done said something. That's why you the only one sitting in jail with 28-year sentence. So, why are you trying to protect people that done already shitted on you? See, that's the part that bothered me. Like, first you come out and say Diddy. Everybody know Diddy paid the $1 million, right? But then you come out and say it was Reggie and the crooked cops. See, some people believe it was Snoop Dogg, allegedly. Everything I say here is alleged. It was Snoop Dogg, Diddy, Kevin Gaines, David Mack, and Perez. Them supposed to have been the players in the killing of Tupac. But what I don't understand, and yeah, Keefe D, and what I don't understand, if all this is already been proven, is it that these other people got immunity? Because you know how the streets work. Everybody probably already done told on each other. So they already know. Los Angeles already know who killed Tupac. I bet money. I bet my bottom dollar on it. Excuse me. But I don't understand why is Keefe D the only one locked up, and allegedly Reggie went live to the prosecutors, and all this evidence that's already out. Why Reggie Wright Jr. is not in jail? See, that's what all this. It's crazy. It's crazy. And if they don't want to solve this case because it's connected to the police, so the family can't get justice and potentially get money, you know, 'cause to me, that's what it's all about. And I really believe it was more than just Snoop, Keefe D, Diddy, Perez, David Mack, and Kevin Gaines. I believe it was more than them. I believe one of the record companies was connected to it. Whoever Tupac was really signed with. Because why would they send him to Los Angeles from the beginning and allegedly get Suge a $4 or $5 million deal? See, you got to go all the way back and connect all the dots. Not just some of them, connect all the dots. But, and to me, it's still, this whole system is still being crooked, and they still not trying to solve this case. And I believe Keefe D gonna end up getting off this case, and this case gonna go back cold when they already know who did it. That's what I believe. But Suge Knight, in my opinion, you should give Choke No Joke a call, and you should squash y'all beef. And if that man really was writing your story, and you had him writing that story, maybe you should have him and Carpethead work together, whoever Carpethead is. I guess R.J. Bun, whatever his name is. Why you just don't let that man make his money too? Because, man, whatever you done told this guy, it's, for one, it's on a recorded line because you're in jail. And for two, he mad. This motherfucker mad, man. So everything you done told him is going to come out slowly but surely. But he got to make sure he get paid. So to keep posting, he going to probably string it out for a whole month or two, talking about Suge Knight. So that's why I said he's starting to act just like Reggie Wright Jr. now. And see, and then another thing I have a problem with about Reggie Wright Jr. Allegedly, Tupac didn't even fuck with you because he didn't trust you. So why is your whole channel is about Tupac, and then your whole channel is about Suge? Because I'm pretty sure this ain't about Death Row. This is about you try. He gonna come out and say people come to this channel to hear about Death Row. Don't nobody give a fuck about Death Row no more. These people give a fuck about what you did and Suge did. It's basically about Tupac. That's what they hear about, Tupac and Suge Knight. So, far as you talking about Death Row stories, let's hear. I want to hear your story. What is your story? What is your story about all these involvements, allegedly, with these murders that you attached to? That's what the people want to hear. We don't want to hear about somebody that didn't fuck with you. That part of life is over. We don't want to hear that no more. We want to hear about Reggie Wright Jr.'s life and all the shit that you did. Tell us about the drug case you caught, all that money that you had in your dad's account. Tell us about that. Let's see. It's bad when a grown ass man, got to live his life through a whole nother man. And you can't tell me that you didn't want Suge Knight life. You can't tell me that. Even a blind man can see that. You've been making a living off this man since you've been working with him. at death row as security. You've been making them, and then they said when he got locked up, you did have his life. Say you was all using his courtside seats and shit at the basketball games. You know, y'all was all on his yacht with all the police officers. Come on, man. You wanted this man's life. That's why, allegedly, the whole setup, and plus Tupac fired you. I believe y'all was trying to get both of them. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, I'm going to jump aside. So, Choke No Joke even tried to say that Suge is lying because he said Suge been telling people he had a 45 in his skull and they can't move the bullet, right? And he said, Reggie Wright Jr. come back and say, it's not a 45, it's a 40 Glock. And Choke No Joke, he comes out and try to say that's a conspiracy. They working together because of Suge switched his story about a bullet. I don't know, man, but I'm going to tell you something, Choke. You was a cool dude, though, man. I fucked with you at first, tough. Until I started seeing, man, you kind of got some girlish ways, man. When you get mad at another dude, man. Because, for one, I only seen women record people's conversations. That's any other man probably will say the same thing. When did men start recording men? And really, it's against the law to record somebody without them knowing. So, I'm surprised ain't nobody went file no kind of charges on you. But man, Choke, I just think you need to get back to what you was doing before you start putting Suge name in all your captions or Gene Deal. Because you was cool until you started all that old trickery hating ass shit, man. That's some hoe shit, cuz. For real. And I ain't no cuz, so I mean player. That cuz, man, that shit don't look good on you, man. Especially with you trying to defend Diddy all of a sudden. That shows a lot about your character. You done got on a platform that goes viral and said Diddy was looking at you with sexy eyes like he wanted you to knock him down or he wanted to knock you down. But then now you protecting him, I guess to try to get you a spot just in case he get out. Come on, man. What kind of whole shit is that, man? But I'm going to tell you something about all these people on this internet, man. Let's stop all this fake shit. Stop hating on each other. Stop recording people on the phone. And, man, be a man. And I'm out.